Hola angels, welcome back to a brand new video by the one and only Anna, and today I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know on why you as a teenager should be eating breakfast and what you can eat as a teenager for breakfast. Literally strive, hit your potential and be the best person, and I guess the best teenager you can be. I really think breakfast is so important. A little introduction to myself: my name is Anna. I'm a content creator here on YouTube and Instagram, and I make content for teenagers for health and fitness, and I also love sharing positivity, so subscribe if you're interested, and give this video a like. I hope your day is going amazing, and well done for clicking on this video and educating yourself more. So let's just get to the video. So why is breakfast so important, Anna, you may ask? Well, first of all, breakfast is the first meal of the day. Like you've probably heard, breakfast literally means breaking your fast, and for teenagers especially, breakfast is a really vital and important part of just living and being healthy and fit. I know that sometimes it can be like, well, do I really need breakfast? Because so many adults just fast during the morning, so they skip the breakfast and they end up doing like a 16-hour time frame of fasting. And although fasting does have some benefits, these usually occur in adults. Well, a lot of them in the morning they end up drinking coffee or tea because it has caffeine in it. It kind of gives them that energy to get through some of the morning. It won't really give you a lot of energy, to be honest, but it's kind of just like a push. But as a teenager especially, fasting is not a good idea, as eating breakfast is so essential, so vital, and our body needs the nutrients, and coffee just doesn't have the nutrients we need for our brain to work. As teenagers, we need that boost at the start of the day. Not only does that, but it provides our body with nutrients such as protein, fiber, calcium, carbs, and it also helps with performance in school, so doing better in actual school, and it allows students to get higher grades in tests and just really strive and do better. There have actually been many scientific researches. So a study published in the Public Health Nutrition, it stated that the breakfast is the most important meal in the whole entire day, as it helps recharge the body, recharge the brain with energy, and kickstart our metabolism. And because it kickstarts our metabolism, our body starts burning calories. It was actually shown that those who eat breakfast in the morning actually burn more calories throughout the day. Don't eat the calories in the morning and you burn less calories for the day. So especially as a teenager, it just works in your favor to eat breakfast. Not that calories is important or anything of why breakfast is important. It's just because eating the breakfast gives you so many benefits, and that's just kind of like an extra add-on. The reason why you should be eating breakfast, especially why you shouldn't go for coffee, is because your brain needs a continuous source of glucose in the morning. Having this continuous source of glucose makes you more focused and more attentive, especially during school. So basically, glucose, if you don't know, comes from foods such as carbs and sugars. Well, sugar is a carbohydrate. These carbohydrates are digested into glucose, and our body uses that for energy. So that is why it's so important to actually eat something, because whilst coffee isn't going to give you the same amount of glucose as eating a bowl of oats, for example. And like I said before, there's like the common belief that eating breakfast in the morning will help you lose weight or all of that shenanigans. The thing is, if you do skip meals, you tend to perhaps overeat on snacks and overeat in your next meal, so you're kind of just eating the calories that you didn't eat in the morning. The consumption of the excess calories turns into fat. There's actually a study that was published in the International Journal of Obesity, and it found that children who significantly skipped breakfast every single day had a significantly increased rate from 18 to 116% of being more overweight or obese to those who did eat breakfast. Which, that is just a study, that is just science. Just because you don't eat breakfast doesn't mean you're going to be fat, but it's just talking about being able to control yourself. And sometimes when we're really hungry, we can just overboard on food that our body doesn't actually need. I guess that's another reason why you should be eating breakfast in the morning. Like, your body isn't wanting to eat so much later on in the day, and instead of focusing on like, oh, what should I eat later in the day, because I feel like sometimes, especially when I'm hungry, I cannot concentrate or anything and focus. I'm just thinking on food. It can really make you less focused, of course, and less attentive to school. However, I feel like you may have a question for me, like, but Anna, like, honestly, I feel sick after having breakfast, or like I literally just don't feel hungry. And that has happened to me before, so even after me telling you everything that I did tell you, I do think it's still important to have breakfast, but kind of just doing it in a different way. When I actually went to school, like, I mean, usually it never happened before, but past months I went back to school in like September 2020. I felt really sick after eating breakfast, and it was not normal, and I just didn't feel like eating. That was very unlike me, but if I did skip my breakfast, I would end up going to school feeling fine, and then maybe an hour or so later I would be very hungry because I didn't have breakfast and I couldn't concentrate and I couldn't focus. So that wasn't great at all. So I actually came up with 2 solutions for it. The first solution I did try was taking a mini breakfast to school with me, so I can have it as a snack at like mid-morning, which helped with my hunger levels, and that way I could have just done a little bit of school, then gave myself some fuel so I could carry on. And then the second one, which actually worked the best in my favor, was having a really small thing before going to school. So instead of eating like a full proper breakfast, I would eat something small. Like usually I will have like 2 Weetabix and I put some fruit on it, and like if I was having one of those days where I feel sick, I'll just eat 1 single Weetabix and maybe the tiniest bit of fruit. So kind of like cutting back at the start of the day and kind of giving yourself a little fuel, a little push, and then you can also add in a snack later, so that way you feel less sick but you're still fueling yourself. And I found that worked the best for me. I sometimes just ate a banana or an apple. That way in the morning when I went to school I could actually concentrate, and then as I was starting to get a little hungry because I didn't eat like a full breakfast, I would snack and then I'd feel fine till lunch. And if you do skip your breakfast, like, I really suggest not doing it. It's just not good for you. It's not gonna make you strive to be the best you. Please have a really nutritious lunch, because your body needs the nutrients. We're teenagers, we're growing, and our body needs food, and it needs these different types of food groups. You don't want to starve your body from it. So especially if you're skipping breakfast like 1 or 2 days, please at least have a really nutritious lunch, making sure you're getting all the food groups and you're eating enough food. Now let's get to the part of what you should be eating for breakfast. Well, of course, as a teenager. Well, your food has to be nutritious, as I'm always telling you. So that means you have to get in your proteins, your carbohydrates, your healthy fat. And I'm gonna have to tell you, please stray away from cereal, Pop-Tarts, waffles. And you might think I'm a little hypocritical there. When I'm talking about these certain items, I'm talking about these really processed items. So things you buy in the shop that can be really high in sugar. I eat cereal, but the cereal that I eat is usually just some ingredients. So I have most of my cereal are just literally wheat. There's no sugar in it, there's nothing, just wheat. So look at the ingredients of your cereal and how many grams of sugar it has in it. Those tend to be the healthiest and the best for you to strive. And of course, Pop-Tarts, not going to be healthy for you. Number 1, why they're so bad for you to have in the morning is because they have so many processed sugars, which is not good, because number 2, processed sugars and carbs are a fast release carbohydrate, meaning that when a carbohydrate is fast release, it gives you energy for maybe like a couple minutes to hour, like you eat it. So for example, so you have a Pop-Tart, so you eat it like 7 in the morning, and then it spikes up your energy levels to like probably up to like 7:40, 8, and then it's gonna go down, and it's not gonna be great because you're gonna reach school around like 8 o'clock and it's gonna go down. Your energy levels are gonna decrease and you're going to be hungry and you're not going to be able to concentrate because you're not going to have enough energy. So that is why you should stray away from those processed and refined sugars and carbohydrates. And also, eating too much processed sugars and carbs can lead to, of course, eating too many calories and then therefore gaining more fat. Like I said, eat everything in moderation. The most important part with the breakfast is making sure you're just having a nutritious breakfast that's going to get you through the morning. And And that is why I say it's better to eat in the morning slow release carbs. So this is food like oats, which is a really great slow release carb. And unlike fast release carbs, they actually maintain your energy levels for a really long period of time. Like you say, fast release and slow release. And it also explains why sometimes if you're snacking and you just eat a packet of crisps or chocolate, why you're so hungry after a couple minutes, because they're fast release carbs. The next tip, I guess, and advice is to eat from different food groups. So please eat your carbs, protein, and your healthy fats. For example, I love eating toast with peanut butter and banana. Personally, if I just eat toast, just normal toast with butter, I get hungry. But adding in that peanut butter gives me the proteins and healthy fats, as well as adding the banana, which is another load of carbs. Even though being a fast release carb, it's a good mixture of both. So just adding a little bit more makes such a difference. So I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios on what you should eat for those scenarios. So say you have just a normal day. A great idea for that would just be have a mixture of carbs, protein, healthy fats, just a good balance of them. If you're going to go for a test, I would say amp more on the slow release carbs and some protein in there, because like I said, your brain needs those glucose to maintain, to sustain, to focus. Before a test, I could imagine having a bowl of peanut butter oats to be amazing and very, very beneficial. And if you're actually going to work out, the best thing is to actually eat before a workout is a fast release carb, so you can give yourself energy to go through the workout. People usually do this if they're training intensively, so maybe you don't need to do this. But if you're going to do something a bit more, or even in school you're going to have PE first lesson, then eat something like a healthy fast release carb. So you can have, for example, bananas, really healthy fast release carbs. Lots of fruits is. You have things like pasta and rice, which are fast release carbs. And then after you work out, fuel your body with protein, so your muscles can repair. So that is the best way how to manage those. But if you want to know exactly like what you should be eating, you want the recipes, you want it all done for you, then I kind of like handing it to you, because I actually have a healthy breakfast ebook all for teenagers launching on the 29th of March 2020 at 8 PM GMT British time. In it I have, of course, healthy breakfast for teenagers. They're all super nutritious and made to fit our schedules. Like I even have a special chapter called Late for School, breakfast that take 5 minutes to make before school. You can tell which breakfasts are smaller, which ones are bigger. They're all one serving, but it's great what you want to eat and to be able to make them. And I have all the like calorie information, nutrition information. So like I said, if you're working out, you can tell which ones are higher in carbs and which ones are higher in protein. So I really just wanted to make it perfect for you guys. And I was talking about how you shouldn't eat a lot of fast release things, but like waffles and pancakes and stuff, but you can definitely eat slow release and high protein waffles and pancakes. Especially with my ebook, I have found the perfect recipes for that. They're made with oats, so you kind of get the win-win. You get something super delicious and something that's actually going to help you and push you through the day. You really want to hear this, because for the launch of the ebook, I'm going to be giving a free mini course on how you as a teenager can actually get to your dream fitness results. I'm going to be talking everything about this will be a live stream on here on YouTube and also on my Instagram. It'll be from the 27th of March to the 29th of March. So I'll be doing 3 days. And if you want to join, I'm going to be talking everything from how to talk to your parents about it, the mindset, what you should be doing working out, where you should work out, what food you should be eating, all of that. The link is in my bio for you to sign up and for you to get notifications for when those go up, and I'll just send you an email or send you a DM on Instagram. So make sure to do that, and also subscribe, because you do not want to miss out when my ebook goes up. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that it helped you guys in some way and that you learned a lot from it. I learned a lot from it too, from doing my own research, just having these proven scientific evidence to show how important breakfast is. And that's really a big focus on why I made my ebook, because I literally do believe that having breakfast can literally change so much, and it can make you so much more of a motivated person, so much more positive, and especially having a healthy breakfast, you just start the day right. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao. I'm so excited for my ebook to go out. It's literally going up like next week, like nearly in a week. Is it a week? Not a week tomorrow. It's a like in a week Monday. Ah, yay.